Hello and welcome to the news from Bahrain International. I'm Salah Break. Under the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, the SCIA, in cooperation with the Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf, yesterday held a ceremony marking Laylat al-Qadr and the concluding ceremony of the 27th edition of the Bahrain Quran Grand Prize in the presence of SCIA President Sheikh Abdurrahman bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Khalifa, Supreme Judicial Council Deputy Chairman, Court of Cassation President Sheikh Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa, and the Minister of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf, Nawaf bin Mohammed al-Mauda. The SCIA President addressed the ceremony, extending best wishes to His Majesty the King, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, the people of Bahrain and the Islamic nations on Laylat al-Qadr. He expressed thanks to His Majesty the King for patronizing the ceremony and praised His Majesty's support of Islamic activities, which back the SCIA's led role in serving Islam and reinforcing long-standing values and deep-rooted fundamentals. He expressed pride in another achievement in the field of serving the Holy Quran by starting a study program in the Institute of Recitations and preparing teachers of the Holy Quran. Participants from the Ministry of Interior, the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Social Development and the Judging Committee were honored, and the prizes of the 7 competitions in their various categories were awarded to 108 contestants. His Royal Highness Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa Quranic Competition won the award for the best local Quranic contest, while Sheikh Isa bin Ali Al Khalifa Center won the award for the best Quranic center for males. The prizes were then distributed to 108 male winners. The competition also included individual prizes: the eldest contestant's prize, the youngest contestant prize, Prophet Dawood's Flute Prize, Best Quranic Center Prize, Family Quran Prize, and Best Local Quran Competition Prize.
The Bahrain Quran Grand Prize has received royal support for 27 years, which reflects the interest and keenness of the leadership to serve the Holy Quran and spread its teachings and values among the various groups of society and support the preservation and printing of the Holy Quran. The prize enjoys an effective community partnership between the various government agencies, which had a prominent role in serving the Holy Quran and supporting its memorization, recitation, teaching and work, and adopting a distinguished quality of memorizers of the Holy Quran and preparing them to be good advocates and reformers in their society and nation. The Bahrain Quran Grand Prize annually attracts many segments of society, including school students, people with disabilities, and inmates of reform and rehabilitation centers. The prize highlights many talented reciters and has qualified many people to obtain advanced global positions in the international competitions of the Holy Quran.
The Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, the SCIA, has announced that the moon sighting panel will convene on Thursday evening to receive news and testimonies about the birth of the new Shawwal crescent for the year 1444 Hijri. The SCIA urged the public who sights the new Shawwal crescent to contact the moon sighting panel. The Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf revealed the performance indicators of the enforcement law for the year 2022. The ministry said that it will continue to optimize these systems and applications to ensure efficiency and timely enforcement of final verdicts and other enforcement instruments. The ministry expected that performance indicators will further improve with the application of specialized enforcement path to deal with debtors. The consort of His Majesty the King, Her Highness Sheikha Nasr, received over 100 children from the Royal Humanitarian Foundation, the RHF, to celebrate the holy month of Ramadan. Her Highness praised the royal support that the orphans and widows in Bahrain receive in providing a decent life for all beneficiaries of the services of the RHF. Her Highness also praised the support that the foundation receives from the government led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, hailing the efforts of His Highness Sheikh Nasr bin Hamad Al Khalifa in leading this important humanitarian entity with competence, which enabled it to achieve many local, regional and international successes. Her Highness urged the orphans to study diligently, stressing that today's children are the hope and promising future of the country. She also encouraged them to acquire education and family bonding to be good citizens. For his part, the Secretary General of the Royal Humanitarian Foundation, Dr. Mustafa Sayyid, extended thanks and appreciation to Her Highness, the mother of His Highness Sheikh Nasr bin Hamad, for receiving the Foundation's children, stressing that it is not unusual for Her Highness, as the Foundation receives generous and continuous support from her, especially with regard to providing care and services for orphans and widows and contributing to their education and training and developing their personalities. The Bahrain Authority for Cultural Antiquities (BACA) affirmed that it continues to work to enhance the status of archaeological sites in Bahrain by promoting their history and importance locally and regionally and attracting the public to them through innovative activities and programs. In celebration of the International Day for Monuments and Sites, which falls on April 18th, under the slogan Heritage Changes, BACA President Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa said that celebrating Bahrain's cultural sites does not only include focusing on the historical aesthetics and cultural values they bear, but rather should be an opportunity to shed light on the challenges and threats they face. He noted that for this purpose, BACA developed a targeted strategy for the sustainability and preservation of these sites for future generations.